So I began to remove some of the parts for the weaponry that's from the option set number 5. I thought it'd be a good idea to assemble it, see how it looks. And some of these parts I'm going to actually glue on so I can then sand and bleed down. Some of the leftover flash, I'm going to leave it there so after it dries with the glue, I'm going to then sand them off so that it bleeds into the part. I'm going to use Tamiya's extra thin glue, extra thin cement, excuse me, for this Buster Sword. Right on top of that. Go in like that. Come around here. I see a trim here. I noticed it here, so this can be cleaned up easily with a hobby knife, but I'll let that dry. Where did I put that? There, thank you. Use that. Let it dry for now. Let's assemble the Buster Sword, though. The not Buster Sword, excuse me. The Mace Sword. Let me see how it looks like this normally. That's gonna bash that in there, so let me kind of see if I can remove it. Just shave off a bit from the top. We'll use this for now. Should be okay. Ah. Oh, interesting. So the trim here clashes with that. Alright, so I was hoping to leave that alone, but I guess I'm going to have to do it in an angle. And perfect. As well. You know what? This is going to be hard to sand down while that's bashing into this little part right here. So I'll put this to the side and I'll assemble it later. Let me assemble the gun. Wait a minute. Let's take a look at it first. It's weird with this little clip there. Can't tell if it's a railgun or a machine gun of some sort. Ah! But this will stick into place like that. There we go. That's done. And then let's build this gun here. Oh, no, let's do the maces. Same thing with this one. Where's my... I put a lot of things away when I was recording, so here we go. Then I can cut those later on. But for this, I put this one like, wait, look at it correctly. Like so. And this one, what we just sand down, goes in like that. Nice. Looks like a bash you into pieces. Yeah, these weapons look really nice. I can't wait to finish assembling this. Let me I'll clean, of course that will clean it off. Let's build the rail gun, or the 200mm caliber gun for the forearm. So we'll use this one. And oh, let's nip this off right there. And there's this part. Now we need to remove this part here. And that goes here. Clearly it needs to be glued. So let's... So that's done. And then this is the part that I'm going to have to clean that. Like that. And then that goes like that. There is a little part here that I need to clean off for the barrel that needs to go there, but I need to clean this off. It's too small. So I'll take care of that in a moment. Where's the other one though? It's here somewhere. Anyway, so this is the rail gun, forearm gun, excuse me. So let me continue cleaning this up, and we'll move on to the next part, would be, of course, the assembly of the inner frame. Alright, so here is what the inner frame of the Barbatos Lupus looks like. Obviously, I had to use the red parts for the lower part of the feet, since there is no charcoal parts that goes down here. And I had to use the front part of the armor, the leg armor, just so I can connect the foot. Otherwise, the whole thing would have been tipping over and popping out. This is basically the inner frame of the Barbatos, of the original Barbatos. The only difference is that we see here is you have these two little parts here for the waist skirt armor. You have this neck part here. There's a different part for the shoulder that sticks out. And I think this arm, this part sticks out a little bit further. I have the original high grade. Now, again, I never bought the 6th form because this one retains the legs of the 6th form, as you could see there. But this is the regular high grade version. And the arm is roughly, yeah, it's a little longer than this. So it has a longer reach, a longer forearm or arm, you could say, especially with this part. It did away with the blue armor here in the back on the on this arm for this charcoal armor or piece. It is annoying because as I'm moving and flexing it, the thing pops out. This is being held on by the armor of the forearm, which we'll cover in a few moments. The back of the leg is identical to the original. Some parts you don't see here because it's covered up by this. This one actually you could see. So yeah, I'm sorry, correction. So you're going to see the same thing as before. Probably going to get away with doing some more maybe detailing work on the umbilicals here and here. The umbilicals back here on the arm and here. Don't know if I'm going to do something here. We'll see what it can do. But overall, it looks pretty good. I mean, right now this is not the complete height. It's probably going to be a little bit more taller than this. And bulked up with all the armor and stuff like that. During the course of me assembling this, even though I have one set of forehand, let me get it here. Yeah, here it is. So I did say before that we have one set of hands like here for this. I didn't realize that if you look at it closely, actually I'm going to pop that out. Let's put this back where it was. So this is the hand of the Barbatos Lupus, which has like a pointy finger there. But it also comes with the original hands. Actually, I think this is the same set of hands, so you have two different types. You have one that's straight and one that has a curve going down, obviously to look like that. For the sword, for the handling of the sword. This could be for the handling of the weapons, of whatever weapon you have. So you get two sets of these. And there's another set of these that you get with the original kit, with the, I'm sorry, not with the original kit, with the, where did I put it? Here it is. No, it's not there. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's back here. So like in the mobile worker, you have these hands, which is what you really want for that side, but you get an extra set of these for these. So you're going to have to prime both of these and then paint it, which I'm going to do. You get leftover parts, especially these for the for that arm, so obviously put that away. You got this part that goes for the that goes on the action base 1, so you could put it in an action pose. You get these two parts here that goes in the backpack of this, so it can hold up whatever weapon you put on, as well as the thruster part. These two other charcoal parts is for the holding of the shoulders, which goes on top of another set of shoulders. And you have these two parts, which goes which is a gimmick, which I really don't care about, so I'm not going to bother with those. So I was reviewing all that, and then when I came to this with the arm, which I'm about to talk about right now, this is the one thing that's going to give me a little bit of a problem. Here is the arm, the armor of the arm. And the one thing that is really bad on this, when you take it apart like this, the two parts, the seam line is not down the middle. the seam line is to the side on both that side and this side. I don't get it. They couldn't make the connection from here and here. Instead, they had said, "Oh, we'll go this way," and they couldn't even commit doing the middle. They did the middle part with this arm. Look at this. I mean, I can get away with that. That's fine, and whatnot. But for this, that's ridiculous. How am I going to put this on? Or no, excuse me. How am I going to paint it and put it on? Because I can't. All right, let's put this on and see how it feels. Now, again, I tell you, this thing comes out all the time, but I think it stays on the minute you put this armor on. So you put that here. There's a peg hole there. And then you will line it up like so. There we go. Yeah, because there's the alignment right there. So that stays into place. I wonder, can you remove it? No, you can't, because there's a notch there. Alright, so putting these two on will complete this, but then you would have to glue these two here and that one there. Wait until it solidifies and then sand it down. Doing all that while this armor is not only painted, but now you're going to have to remask so you can paint this. Oh my god, that's a pain in the ass. Alright, I just thought of something. Let's take the whole thing apart. Take that there. So we're going to remove this for now. Then I'm going to put that there. What I was thinking was, if there was a way to slide this in, if I cut the pegs here and here, here and here. The problem is this guy here is part of the framework that holds this arm up, which in turn holds this one up. This thing is so intricately designed that I don't think that's going to work. I thought, okay, maybe I can get away with it by doing that, just cannibalizing the pegs off this and then slide it in, but I didn't realize this part and this part was there, and that all falls into place like so. No. Hell, I don't even think Zaku Aurelius can figure this out. You've sent me some great ideas on how to do this on other kits, you know, on the shoulders, but for the forearm, no, I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet. Paint all this first, detail it, and then put this armor on, glue it, sand it down, then mask off everything except for the armor, and then paint it off. And I'm going to get an email from him. He's going to tell me, no, you can do it this way, and I'm more than welcome to what you have, you know, what your idea is, but, or anybody's ideas. Please tell me, how am I going to figure this out? I know this is a lot of work, but to get this perfect, you have to do it that way. But there it is. There's what the inner frame of the Lupus looks. So let me continue cleaning all these parts. I'm going to assemble this mobile worker also, so it looks good. And then we're going to see where we go from there.